All right, good morning, everybody. Today is going to be a little bit different. I'm actually going to the zoo with my sister. We're going to go to the Lehigh Valley Zoo, and then we might go to Lehigh Lake. It all depends on what the timing looks like and all that kind of stuff. Um, I'm going to see what the policies are for recording. I might do some clips and stuff like that. If not, this is probably just going to be a long photo montage because I know how I am when I'm at a zoo. I end up taking a lot of pictures. Um, the Lehigh Valley Zoo is actually one of my favorite zoos because they actually have African penguins there too, which is not common to find in zoos anymore because they're critically endangered. So that's going to be cool being able to do more pictures of them guys because I have not gotten to this zoo in probably about 4 or 5 years. So either there's going to be some video clips with this or it's going to be just pictures. I guess we'll see. I'm trying to be as respectful as I can with following all the policies and stuff like that. So if it's one of those deals where there's no recording, then I just won't record and I'll just snap away at pictures because I know the zoos don't mind for pictures. But either way, we'll see you there. All right, so another new addition to the vlogs is this. I got a dash mount for my phone, so now I can record as I drive without having to hold the phone and without having to worry about smashing into anything. I can just, hit the record button on my little remote and both hands on the steering wheel and not have to touch anything. So it's actually pretty nice. I did a test run the other day on it to see how steady everything looked, and the iPhone stabilization is fantastic. So it was really nice and smooth. So you'll be seeing a couple clips today because of this is a little over an hour drive. So as I see stuff that people might be interested in seeing, like when I get off of 81 and onto 54, there's a huge overlook that there's no stopping for. However, doing it this way, you'll still be able to see it. So this is definitely going to work out pretty nicely to be able to see more stuff that I normally don't get to look at without just going by at 55 miles an hour. So hope you guys enjoy this new view that you have. Like I said in the last clip, we might be going to Lehigh Lake afterwards, so you might get some GoPro underwater footage too. It all depends on who's there. And I know with that being a Lehigh County park, I know the county parks do allow GoPros in the water and stuff like that. Pennsylvania is pretty relaxed about it. I haven't really seen anywhere that says you can't do it. But I know, I forget which state it is, but one of the states do not allow it at all. I want to say it's Virginia. So I have to be careful with that, so that way I don't have to worry about getting fines or anything like that, just on the off chance that somebody's there seeing me. Yeah, you keep riding me. I'm sure that extra 13 seconds you got by riding my bumper and then having to slow down for that blue truck, I'm sure that really helped you. People are driving like nut jobs already this morning. That's good. I'm glad to see that. That's about typical for this time of day around here. And then you go from that to this guy doing under the speed limit. Oh, I can't win already. And I'm only a mile and a half from the house. I'm only going up to Walmart so that way I can put gas in the car. And then that's it. Then I'm going to be heading down to the zoo. I got to put a little bit of gas in the car so that way I have enough until payday. That way I don't run out of gas trying to go to and from work. More videos to come. Like I said, it'll be dash cam primarily, if you want to call it that. I guess it's kind of a dash cam. It looks like one, that's for sure, when you're watching the video back. Guess we'll see if we can catch it again. There's a fog on the mountain over here. Looked pretty neat coming in. No, wrong angle. Oh well. Some more fog up on the top of that mountain. That one's actually visible. That's a straight shot. Well, I guess we're going to put this new mount to the test. I'm going to go over some railroad tracks right here. Hopefully it doesn't really move or bounce too bad. I guess we'll see how that looks on video. Hoping it looks pretty good because I looked for a split second at the phone to see how much the phone was moving. It didn't look terrible, but that doesn't mean it's not bouncing around anyhow. The other good spot to test it is going to be going down the mountain into Lavelle. That always has a ton of holes from the trucks and stuff like that going up and down it, and it gets in pretty rough shape from the winter, from PennDOT plowing and all that kind of stuff. So I guess we'll see how that is too. I'm going to be smart while I'm ahead of myself, and I'm going to start recording before I get to the top of this hill, because the top of this hill, looking out, you should be able to see mountains, and it's actually a pretty decent overlook too in spots. It all depends on how the tree coverage is, which it's the middle of August. Now you can still see it pretty good. One thing I always loved when I would go down to Tennessee is when you drive on mountain roads and stuff like that. This isn't really a mountain road, as you can see. It's a 3-lane highway through here, and cars are not going 25 miles an hour. They're definitely going more than what they're supposed to be, that's for sure. The fun part would be every time you go like around the turn, down there the mountains are huge. Up here, the mountains are 1,500 feet tops. Down there, some of them are 6,000, pushing 7,000 feet. So you come around a corner, and there's a massive mountain in spots. If you check my photography page, there are pictures showing from that trip down there. What I've been thinking about doing is making photo montages from my different trips and stuff like that. Since those of you on here, if you don't follow me on anywhere else, you don't really get to see anything else that I've done as far as trips, and I've taken some pretty cool ones. I've traveled basically up and down almost the entire east coast of the U.S. As far south as Florida and as far north as into Canada. So it covers basically the whole coast just about, except for maybe some in New England. I really haven't traveled any of the New England states, unfortunately. That is something I'd like to do. I would love to go to like Salem, Massachusetts and stuff like that at some point. That's just not in the cards right now. We are leaving September 8th to go down to Chincoteague. That is our normal yearly trip. We usually go like the week after Labor Day because the rates are like half the cost. We're actually going to be staying in a condo down there. It's a 3-story condo. And it was only for the weekend for 4 people. It was only like $520. That's really not that bad, especially when you break it up between 4 people and then break it into 2 nights. That's like $60 a night, basically. Actually, no, less. No, it's about 60. My math is working today, apparently. Like 65 a person. Per night. Which is cheap. There's going to be a whole vlog and a whole series of videos down there. Where we're staying, there's actually a dock and everything right there. What is going on here? Why are we down to 30 miles an hour on a 55? Oh, there's a truck up there. Two trucks. I guess that'll do it. It's okay. We're going into the 4-lane part of the highway here shortly. Well, 3. My side will have 2 lanes because we're going to go up a pretty decent sized hill, which I think I might just let the video roll because this is one of the more scenic parts of the trip too. It's going to be going up a pretty long, substantial hill here. I want to say it's like 2 miles long, maybe even more. But basically, the mountains that you're seeing in the not so distance, Interstate 81 runs up there, so that's where I'm headed now. Judging by the fog rolling over the tops of the mountains tells me I'm going to end up running into some foggy conditions on 81, which that could be interesting to see. Oh, this should be good. The mountain's not visible at the top in front of us in spots. I don't know why those trucks were going so slow. I got to get past this truck because I got an idiot that's deciding he's going to ride my bumper with an oversized load. That's nice. He's going to be a moron, I see. That's good. What's your problem? What is your problem? Why do you find it necessary to fly like that? Okay, he doesn't have an oversized load, but he's got it in the front. So for context, the speed limit is 55 on this hill. I'm doing 60, and he's all the way up there into the turn already, which he's probably got a 200-yard gap on me already, maybe even more than that. There's absolutely no need to fly up this mountain like that. It's going to be real funny if there's a cop sitting at the top of the mountain like there is a lot of times. I'm going to find it pretty hilarious when he gets pulled over. As a regular driver, I know where the cops sit through here. I never really have to worry about it because I don't fly like an idiot like he does. But right here on this road is where they sit. Of course, there was nobody there today. When you're going to go 75, 80 up the hill, that's when there's nobody around. All right, getting ready to jump on 81. Got to go north, which would sound counterintuitive considering the Lehigh Valley Zoo is right outside of Allentown, which is south of me. But, no, got to take it north. Because we're in Schuylkill County, and in Schuylkill County, 81 does not run north to south like it normally does. It runs east to west. So I'm actually going to be traveling more east than I am north. It is going to be slightly north, of course, but I can't believe I'm saying this. I know this is a little bit higher elevation up here on 81, but there's some trees that have yellow and red leaves on them already, and it's only the middle of August. I don't know what in the world's going on there. That's a little early. The leaves around here normally don't change until like the middle of October. Which that's going to be a fun time of the year. Especially now that I have a walking buddy, Kurt, to go out with. that's definitely going to cause a lot more pictures and videos and stuff like that I normally wouldn't get. Um, I always have a yearly goal to do 20,000 photos. Um, I'm already at like 18,000 for the year. So I'm pretty sure that I'm going to make it this year. Um, Last year, I ended up with a medical condition from getting one of the COVID vaccines. I'm not going to go into details, get all political, because I cannot stand that nonsense. But regardless, um, ended up giving me a medical condition called myocarditis. So last year I only did like 8,000 photos because of I really had to be careful with what I did, and I couldn't really go out and do much because of risk of heart attack or stroke. Um, but I've obviously healed since then, and I'm back to normal, and I'm actually probably better than what I was before. So that's definitely a plus. Um, but anyways, what I was saying, I only did 8,000 photos last year, and I would say half of those were from 2 trips. So 4,000 photos for an entire year sounds like a lot for the average person, but with me being a photographer, that's not that's not a lot. I've done more than that in a month twice this year, and one of the months was not on a trip. It was just I was that busy doing photos and stuff like that. The big month was May this year. That month alone, I did almost 7,000 photos, but a lot of that has to do with that month I had a bunch of extra photo shoots plus a trip and going out with Kurt on the weekends that I was not doing one of those things. So I really hit the ground running that month for sure. Looks like there's not a ton of traffic on here today. There's another Canadian plate. That's like the fourth or fifth one I've seen. I mean, I know we're on 81 North, and this does actually run straight into Canada. For those of you that don't know, 81, the end of it, the north end, is with Canada. It's actually the border crossing. The southern end is in Tennessee, where it switches over to Interstate 40. I have actually been on every single mile of Interstate 81 from north to south, all the way through into Canada. I've been up into Quebec before, and I've obviously, like I said earlier, one of the earlier clips, I've been to Tennessee twice. And the easiest way to get to Tennessee from here is going the other direction on this highway. This highway actually runs straight into Tennessee. It's that has to be one of the easiest trips to go on, to go down to Tennessee. It's literally 901, like you saw, where I had that little bit of an extended clip earlier. 901, 81, and you're basically there. You're in Tennessee already. And when it switches over to 40, you're only on that for like maybe half an hour. And then if you get off on Route 66, that's where you go down into Sevierville and Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge, which is where we always go to stay. Um, so it's really only, it's like a 700-mile round, not round trip. It's 1,400-mile round trip. It's 700 miles one way. Um, but it's really only like 4 or 5 routes. That's it the whole way. And that has to be the quickest time I think I've ever been on the interstate the way it felt. It felt like I just got on. And I'm already off. So coming up is a pretty neat overlook. You'll be able to see pretty far off to the right a little bit. Um, I don't know how fog covered it's going to be. I guess we'll find out. The clouds look like they're pretty low. That's new to have a stop sign here. Are they working on something? Oh, yeah, they are. Okay. What are they doing? Are they doing a new lane? Maybe. That'll be good. Okay. No, what are they doing over there? It shows how often I come on this road. I've traveled on this road plenty of times. I just don't. What are they doing over there? Almost looks like maybe they're adding lanes in here, which would actually make sense, and it would be a smart move to put more lanes here so that way you can pass going up and down the hill. They're down here working too. What in the world? At least it's not hot today. Alright, now I'm down in the valley. Now there's no point really recording because this is kind of just a boring trek through here. It's going to be interesting though to see how the mount holds up. To see, I'm hoping the phone doesn't fall. If it's going to fall, it's going to be on this part of the trip because this road is in horrible shape. PennDOT really needs to work on it. Fortunately, the speed limit's only 40 and 45, so you really don't have to worry too much. But still, I mean, it's rough. My twin just went by, but red. Goody. Guess from the low-lying clouds, it's raining a little bit. I just hope it's not going to be raining at the zoo. It's a long drive to have to turn around because it's raining. I'm going to stop recording because it's probably the phone's going to try and focus on the water droplets on the windshield instead of off in the distance like it's been. So until it stops raining, you won't see any more clips. Well, good news, the rain has stopped. It was only just that little spot back there. Now that I'm away from the real high mountains where 81 runs through, I'm not quite as close to the clouds now, so there's no more rain. Um, Lehigh Valley Zoo is a lower elevation than this yet, so I think we'll be all right. Right now, we're coming into Tamaqua. I wanted to record this a little bit because of it's an old coal town. We're still in the coal region for now, not for much longer. But it's actually a neat little town, especially on how it's split up. That's not safe to be walking along the highway. I hope there wasn't a kid in that stroller. I mean, I guess you got to do what you got to do, but still, rough road. I wonder if they're finally fixing this road. Yeah, I just saw that car hit a bump pretty hard. Yeah, they're repaving this. Hopefully, the phone doesn't fall for this. this is all milled up. I'm hoping and praying that they're finally going to repave this, because this road has been in rough shape for a while too. This and 54 are not good. And it's only through Tamaqua here too. It's kind of weird. Before the town, the road is real nice and smooth, and once you get out of the town, it's also nice and smooth. It's just right here. Um, Coming up is outside of town, going on the south side. Um, there's a road called Owl Creek Road. Kurt and I went there for an adventure. On his channel, you'll find that adventure. I just don't remember when it was. I think it was when it was still cold outside yet, because I think we had to wear jackets that day. I don't think the weather was warm. I want to say it was like March or April, because we're both a bunch of idiots and we don't really care what the weather is, and we just go out anyhow. It doesn't matter. How is this road rough? Hopefully it's just temporary until they repave it. Here comes the bump back to the regular road. This now from here on is not as bad. It's weird. It's only that spot back through there. Got 35 miles to Allentown, which we won't actually be in Allentown itself. It's just kind of close by. So off to the right, I just passed it. I missed it because I was more worried about paying attention to the road than what the camera was catching. Um, but back there was the old train terminal and station, which was actually pretty cool. It's still in use today, but I don't think it's a train terminal anymore. I want to say it's like shops and stuff like that. But I do think, if I remember correctly, I do think trains do stop there still, but it's just not used in the capacity that it used to. Um, Obviously, a lot of these coal towns used to be all about the coal industry, so that's primarily what the trains used to be used for through here. I mean, if you look, that Golden Spike Inn has a train for, for its sign. Wow, 384 down here. It's like 15 cents a gallon more than what it is at home. At home, I think this morning I got it for 369. Yes, Owl Creek Road is right down here. Like I was saying earlier, Kurt and I did an adventure there, and that road eventually switches over to, I don't remember offhand what the name of the road is, but it switches over and it goes past Mock Chunk Lake. Right here's the road here, where the brickwork is. But it eventually switches over and you drive past Mock Chunk Lake, which is actually pretty cool. That's a pretty long lake too. It's not like the Finger Lakes that we visited the other week, but for around here, it's a good size. Um, and if you keep traveling, you drive right into Jim Thorpe too. We're close to Jim Thorpe right now, as we're heading south. We're also quite a bit more east than at my house too. Now that we're in the eastern part of the state, versus my house is technically part of central Pennsylvania, but I would say it's more closer to the eastern side if you look on a map than it is central. Central, when you think of central Pennsylvania, you think more Lewistown, State College, stuff like that. You don't think of my area. Denise. Gee. Oh, here we are going back up into the mountains again. I see water droplets on the car. It seems like only when you get up into the higher elevations is when we get a little bit of rain. It looks really dark here. Holy hell. Of course, when I want to pass, you're going to speed up. What a surprise there. So I'm kind of purposely doing a lot of talking on this trip. Number one, it passes the time. Number two, I have a new set of microphones. I want to see how they sound. Why is that smoky there? What? Is that just fog? Oh, great. We're going to be stuck behind the Wegmans truck now. That's nice. The good news is, even up here, it's not raining. What is going on? Is that fog or what is that? Somebody's car smoking? I don't know if my phone is picking it up or not, but I definitely see it. What's going on here? That was a big bug that just smashed a window. You could hear the click. I think this is just fog. It looks like it. Kind of visible down there too, in the going down into that little road there. Bear crossing next 4 miles. Where's Yogi? Credit to the Wegmans driver. He's doing pretty good going down this hill, considering I can tell he's definitely loaded down, because when he was going up that hill, we were only going like 35 miles an hour. So he must be a pretty experienced truck driver to be going this quick down this hill, considering it says stay in reduced gear right there. He is definitely not in reduced gear. I mean, credit where it's due, because he's holding it perfectly in the lanes and everything. He's doing pretty good. I'm impressed. Normally on these mountain roads, usually the trucks crawl down the hills, but not this guy. I really hope I can record in the zoo, because if not, it's going to be a whole lot of just in the car and pictures. I'm just hoping that these new microphones sound good. That's my only concern, because if not, I didn't bring the other cheap microphones with me. I got this nicer set, I mean, they're not, super expensive, but they're more expensive than the other ones. I want to say they were like 45 or $50. So nothing terrible, but I noticed the Watkins Glen trip, half of that there was no audio. And then what other trip was it that there was no audio on like half the videos? I don't remember what the other one was, but either way, the mics just weren't working. I have no idea why. They just decided, you know what, I'm not going to work today. These also are supposed to last a whole lot longer too. These are supposed to be 8 hours on a single charge. So I guess we'll see if I get 8 hours. I do have two of them, and the cool part with this set is they came with a charging case so they can charge. So the other one is in the case right now, fully charged. What I might do when I get to the zoo is I might, while I'm eating breakfast, because Denise got me breakfast, um, I might quick throw this one on the charger just so that way I don't have to worry about it. Even if it's only 15 or 20 minutes, that's 15 or 20 minutes that it gets to charge. Because it only takes an hour and a half for these to charge from 0 to 100. So it's not terrible. And that's in the case from 0 to 100. So we'll see. I'm probably going to have to stop recording here for a little bit and switch the GPS because as we get closer, I don't remember where the turns are anymore. Like I said, I haven't been to this zoo in 4 years. So I'm definitely going to have to be on my toes for that. So I'm going to try to record as I go into the zoo parking lot and that kind of stuff. But other than that, that'll probably be it until I'm there. All right, so I'm just going to let the video roll just on the off chance you might see some animals. Neat fact about the Lehigh Valley Zoo. Um, Back when I first started coming here, it was not called the Lehigh Valley Zoo. It was just the Trexler Game Preserve. And they just had some animals. It recently, I'm trying to think of how long ago it was now, but it recently, within like the last, I want to say, I don't know, maybe 10 years, maybe a little bit more than that. So actually, I shouldn't say recently, but it it went under new management, and it's not the Trexler Game Preserve anymore. Um, the zoo is different from the preserve. The preserve does still exist. Um, it's just not the zoo anymore. Um, the game preserve has buffalo, elk, stuff like that. So that is why I have the video rolling because we'll be coming up to that here soon. This road is not in good shape. It looked like it was falling off the side of the mountain back there. I shouldn't really say mountain because it's really not that far. Um, Looks like the creek's not high. That'll be good. There's going to be a surprise, and then at the end there, in that case. Okay, so the road is falling off the side of the hill. Which is why it's only one lane right now. I thought it looked like it was back there. Yeah, it's because it is. That's not good. I guess instead of fixing it, I guess this is just their solution for now. why you would do this instead of just fixing it. It's beyond me, but maybe they're working on a solution. I don't know. Ooh, it's really bad there. Wow. Okay. The way it looks, it's really close to the creek. You can kind of see it down there. I don't know if you can see it on the video or not, but it's down there to the right. Um, it even the road's rough here too. That's a sharp turn. Yeah, so as you can see, they clearly mark where everything is. If you look straight ahead, you can see there's multiple signs saying that the zoo is this way and that the different ranges for the Trexler Preserve, it gives you different directions on which way to go. Um, I've never been through all of the preserve, but I've been through some of it. Oh, the creek is a little high. I guess we'll see at the end how they have us come out of here. Because, well, I'm not gonna say it. You'll see if it happens later. Missed the potholes. So over on the left, as you saw, it said for trailhead parking. I don't know if are you supposed to stop here. I'm just gonna stop and just. It's under video surveillance. I'd rather not get in trouble. So we've got a mile until we hit the zoo. Um, there's the first wildlife crossing sign. Which, as I said, this is a nature preserve that encompasses the zoo. The zoo itself is different from the nature preserve. Um, Up here on the left, man, there could be some wildlife, although I'm probably not going to see it because the road is down a little bit and the grass is really high. I'm glad to see this actor behind me is following directions. Speed limit is 15 miles an hour. Where is he? Right on my bumper. Was he on my bumper 5 minutes ago? No. My thing is that this is not fenced in. That little blocks and stuff like that you see on the right side there, that is just to keep cars from going over the edge. To the left here, where the high grass is open range for bison and everything like that, and they can walk right up onto this road. There's nothing stopping them from being on this road. You need to see something, but I've never had luck with it. There's a Toyota that's riding right up on me. That Acura decided it was going to pull over and go look, but now this Toyota is deciding they're going to fly too. Why can people not just follow directions? Like, it's not that difficult. Do people not understand that animals literally can walk right across here? And it's going to suck for them, like, if they hit something, because they're going to be responsible for it, because there's signs everywhere saying that to slow down and to go a certain speed. Down there on the right, you can see the zoo. That's good. That car decided they were going to turn that way. And I see they're not going the speed limit yet again. Why is it so difficult for people just to be respectful? Whole point in this is preservation of animals, not to fly through here like an idiot. Now, to find Denise and figure out where she's at. This should be fun. I guess we'll go over here and see if she's over here. See if I see her over here anywhere. Well, it's not crowded. I mean, it is a Tuesday, but... Okay, I have no idea where she's at. I don't know if she knows where she's at. Now, what is this Jeep doing? Come on. It looked like they were ready to turn, then they decided to go another way. Oh, Denise, where are you? I wonder if she's in the other lot. Let's go down here and check. God knows where she's at. She probably thinks this is the main entrance down here when it's not. If I was a blue Chevy Cobalt, where would I be? There she is, not even remotely close to the entrance. Alright, we made it to Lehigh Valley Zoo. Here with my sister, too. So say hi.
Hi, guys.
So it looks like there's a little bit of a line, but it shouldn't be too bad. I'm thinking recording's going to be okay to do here. I see people recording at zoos all the time. If it's not, you'll just see pictures.
Yeah, I started posting photos, so.
Yeah.
Oh.
Got the little Lehigh Valley Zoo smart car.
That is cute. It's a penguin.
Anybody else have any questions?
I want to be a penguin. That one seems to love cleaning himself.
Mm-hmm.
He must seriously have an itch on his butt.
All right, so this
Thanks
is a
for
patio peach.
heads up.
Patio peach. Never seen one before. It's interesting. Alright, so it ended up being a beautiful day today. It's not overly hot. It's a little humid, but nothing terrible. There's a lot of people here,
Yeah.
especially kids. But fortunately, the parents are pretty good with them today. I'm actually kind of surprised.
Same here.
A lot of times when I come to the zoos, oh, there's the next one.
I was gonna say, what's in here?
A lot of times when I come to zoos, you get screaming kids and the parents just aren't paying attention to the kids. Alright, down to the otters we go.
Okay, when I heard that scream, I looked up. Explain to me why.
That's the discharge. That's what we gotta look out
There
for
they
on
are.
trees, otherwise we might.
I was gonna say, where are they?
Oh, he came out of the water.
Ooh.
Connor, look, he's got his ball. Isn't that better than climbing? No.
He's leaving.
Rock.
Alright, so they're hanging out over there inside those rocks. And there's one. Rolling around. The other one's in there.
Oh, they were up.
Striped skunk, not that you can see them because they are nocturnal, but they are underneath that rock. See a little bit of black and white, but that's about it. Not much else. Say hi, Chris.
Hi, Chris.
Oh, you're mic'd up so you can we can hear you clear as day. Oh, it's funny. The microphones are working good though so far, which is
My
good
brother's a weirdo.
because this is actually the first outing with the new microphones. From what I've heard, they sound really good. Oh, and by the way, that's where our cars are. Where's the entrance? Up there. That's why I couldn't find her earlier. Okay. This is the ringtail. It says I'm not home, but yet, there he is. There's the little guy. I think I'm going to say something to them that they need to take the sign down for the ringtail because it's definitely home.
Why did you say I'm not home?
Lorikeet Landing. Through a little mini covered bridge. I hear the eagle in the distance.
What's in there?
Kangaroo. 3 of them.
And
Yeah.
the dome looking thing?
Oh, and the dome looking thing, I don't know. That's new. Aviary tours, 1 to 145. Good to know. Lorikeets and tawny frogmouth, they might be on ground level in the bushes. Chirp chirp to you too. Hi. Are you really coming closer? I mean, okay. Come down, bud. Yeah, come on down. Yeah. What's the chance of that? Now they flew over to there. Let's see if I can find the other type of bird in the end. Hi. I see you up there. Kind of hard to see you through the fence, but you're up there.
I don't know exactly what these guys are doing over here.
Well, I'm just hanging out on the fence. Just noticed there's a bird up there too. Not sure what kind it is from this distance, but it's up there.
Did you find this guy yet?
Possibly. Yeah. Eh.
Oh, Michael, there's another one up on here.
Yeah, I know. Chirp, chirp. I've gotten to hold and feed these guys before. Hi. 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 Lorikeets are normally really friendly. Hi. Hi. Here we got some different ducks.
I didn't see the other one.
There's two. This one woke up. Guess I had a good nap. Over there's the black swan. Heading over that way now. Got some sheep. I don't know where the llama went.
I honestly have no idea where it disappeared to. Hey, there's another turkey or something over here.
Or something. That would be a chicken.
I said or something.
This bird. You're close, at least.
I knew it was in the park there.
Yeah. Kind of just,
Done with your soda?
yeah. Kind of just chilling. These guys moved to a different spot. The water's a little green. He's having a good time over there. Can't tell. Alright, so what I was just recording, black swan. And Egyptian goose. Egyptian geese are over there, and the black swan is actually over there too. They're all over there. Yeah, basically. He moves. Kind of just chilling. Next up, red kangaroo, which I actually see one laying over here. It's just chilling. The rest of them are up there. It's like 3 or 4 of them up there the way it looks. Got the ostriches and zebras coming up. What's up there, buddy?
I want to pet one.
No, you don't.
No?
They can peck. I've fed one before.
I like to move it, move it.
Guess we'll go check out that Madagascar building because that is something new that was not here the last time I was here.
Why do you think I started singing
I like to move it, move it.
There's some mud there. Some horns. They're not exactly short.
Hey, you want some horns with the animals?
Like some animal with the horns.
So too.
That's pretty cool. Looks like there's a smaller one, or either just one that's just hanging out back there. Oh, there's two of them laying down now. In the back there. Better view of the kangaroos. There's 4 of them up here. I thought there was, but I couldn't tell for sure from down there.
I'm trying to tell you something over there. So that is the way of communicating with each other. And where you saw these, I showed a couple people, these are the 2 types of mongoose, the 2 types of lemurs that I have pictures of their hands. These are the ones outside, which are a little bit smaller. Imagine their hand against the window. So you see the four-finger leg structures, and then this thumb. This will be the palm. Obviously has lots of power on it. Yes, very much so. And so they.
At least one of them is out now.
Might want to wait in business.
Hi, little guy.
I'm surprised it's not like a kangaroo and hops up on its back legs.
Is that good, whatever you're eating? Don't know what it's eating, but it's something green.
I think they're pea of some sort.
They're not small. These are the new guys that just came in here this year. I was talking with one of the keepers. He just got these in this year for breeding. The lemurs, that's a new enclosure. That is new for this year. That actually just opened back in May. So it's neat to see them adding more stuff. And we got zebras and an ostrich. And Denise is finding mud.
Hi.
This is absolutely true. Got this guy chilling up here. That's right. peregrine falcon. And then next is the barn owl, which thinks he can hide, but he cannot. I still see him. And then my buddy. Barred owl. I've actually gotten to hold one of them before, and a peregrine falcon too. They're absolutely beautiful birds. Hi, buddy. Alright, so in here, turkey vulture, kind of hard to miss him with the red head. Up there's a red-tailed hawk. Snowy owl. Alright, so you are between 5 and 6 feet, which doesn't surprise me. Alright, Mexican gray wolves. These are almost impossible to find. Out of the 50 times I've been here, I think I've only ever spotted them like twice. So I guess we'll see. Oh. I see you, buddy. I see you. Yes. Yes. That's awesome. There's two up there. It's a gray wolf enclosure. It's right there. You're just chilling. Next is porcupine. There. There he is. So cute. Oh look, it's a Denise in her wild habitat. With her barren sloth. That's probably good for air conditioning, but that probably sucks in the winter.
Yeah.
For heat. All right. We're on our way out. Got started at 11 and it's like almost 4 now.
About quarter off. So we're gonna go look at the bison.
All right, let's see if we can see some buffalo. And also, the time is coming up here shortly to be able to see my little surprise. I'm looking forward to it. That is for sure. Oh yeah, the gate's open. Got to cross the creek. Got to cross the creek. Oh, that's my favorite part of the whole trip. Denise is probably behind me having a heart attack because she's in a she's in a small car and the creek's a little higher. So this is now part of the Trexler Game Preserve. Um, I'm hoping to be able to see some bison and stuff like that. They do like to roam on this part of the road more so than everywhere else. So we'll see what we see. I'm hoping to find something today. That would be good. Got to see the Mexican gray wolves, which made me really happy because every time I've ever been here, I've never been able to see them. So do we have anything here at this fence? Nothing. Okay. Warning, do not approach fence. Is it because you can get mauled by an elk or buffalo? Could that have something to do with it? Not that there's any here right now. I don't know, but I do know they need to fix this road. I feel like I'm going to need new suspension. Speed limit is 15. I'm only going like 10. There's some elk. Sup, buds? Excuse me, could you give me directions to the exit? All right, elk success. Let's see what else we can find. Speed bump. I gotta see if there's a spot to pull over because there's an idiot on our bumper again, like normal. I swear nobody has any patience when they go to these places. They like to fly, get there, quick run around the zoo, look at everything in like 4.2 seconds, and then leave. And then fly home. What is the point in rushing through everything if you're not going to see anything? That is absolutely ridiculous. Of course, there's nowhere really to pull over. No, right here. This'll do. That way we can let the idiot pass that's in a hurry. 15 miles an hour, buddy. Use it. Not 40. You're driving through a game preserve. Not all areas are fenced in. Don't be an idiot. And he's gone. There's no way. There's no way he's going the speed limit. And there's also no way that he's seeing anything either. Yep, he's completely gone. That's ridiculous. That's just completely uncalled for. There's a Texas plate, so you would think, with being from Texas, out of state and everything, that they would just, drive normal. No. No. Absolutely not. Oh! 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 Whole herd of buffalo. The whole herd is out. That's awesome. Let's see if I can swing in here a little bit closer to him. There we go. Buffalo bites, and I forget which ones they are. There is a difference. Bring this back and put it back on the mount, maybe. There we go. I bet he didn't see all the buffalo. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop here. That's what I'm going to do. because we should be able to walk. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Hang on in just a minute. All right. We're here
Halfway through.
at the bison. There's some of the babies. There's some of the adults. I think those are like mid-size there. Those are definitely adults. Those are definitely adults. Two little ones on the ground, obviously little ones. There's actually another little one back here too. Right behind this one. I always forget about this part of 309. Has really, really nice views of the mountains. It's nice and open here. That, and I finally got out of the rain cloud too. I don't have the mics hooked up right now. The receiver keeps going dead real quick, and I have no idea why. It's definitely not lasting as long as it's supposed to. I'm almost wondering if I got a defective one and I got to send it back and get a different one. Which sucks because Kurt and I are supposed to be going to Letchworth State Park in New York on Sunday. And for me to get this one back and get a new one, I'm probably not going to have it in time. So I'm probably going to have to fight with this one through Letchworth and then return it after that, which sucks. But it is what it is. It's better than having no microphones at all and then have horrible quality audio, because I'm sure the audio quality is not that great right now. Now we're back in Schuylkill County. The big mountain we just went over is the Blue Mountains. They stretch all the way from just about the New Jersey line all the way to near Harrisburg, I want to say. If I remember correctly, I think it goes that far. It goes all the way over to 81 in Lebanon County. Good day, but a long one. I might stop somewhere and get a drink or something. We had some drinks while we were at the zoo, because obviously they sell drinks and all that kind of stuff, but the humidity sucked yet again. Ooh, perfect, Dollar General. Oh, I'm always making fun of there being random Dollar Generals. Right now, thank you God. Oh, that's funny. I don't know where I'm at. I know I'm on 309, but where on 309 is in between Tamaqua in Allentown. Supposedly there is an accident somewhere here in Tamaqua. At least there was when I looked earlier when I was setting the route to come home. Hopefully it's cleaned up now. Especially considering the fact that I'm coming into Tamaqua now as we speak. Guess we'll see how long I have to sit here in traffic for Tamaqua. The traffic lights around here are terrible. They don't hold very long. They turn red on you when you're trying to go through them. And it's just a cluster here in town. Because the town got built up a whole lot faster than the roads did, so everything is a mess. I hear a train. Rough road, yeah? It's because they have it down to the brickwork in spots. Because this is one of the very few roads, which this is Mock Chunk Street, that actually was originally brick. Jesus. Tell you what, this road is really rough now. I really hope that they're milling this so that way they can repave it. And this is full of holes. I don't know where the train is. I heard it, but I haven't seen it yet. That road is horrible. Hope I don't have to come down through Tamaqua until after they repave that. If anybody knows this area of 54, it's coming up from hometown and Tamaqua, heading towards Mahanoy City and then Shenandoah. If anybody knows what is going on up here on the left side of the highway here, let me know, because I'm kind of curious. Because I see a ton of area where they kind of flattened it out, but I don't see them like building there on the side of a mountain, but you never know. Um, but if anybody knows what they're doing over there, let me know, because I'm kind of curious as to what's going on. Because that's a huge swath of area that they're clearing out of trees and that. So if anybody knows, drop a comment below. I would greatly appreciate it, because I'm kind of curious to know what they're doing. And now here's 81. So as you can see, it's right off of 81 on 54. How was fun getting out here? Nobody would let me out. I almost didn't get out. I almost had to go back around again onto 54 and turn around and come back up 54 again, because nobody would just move or get over. And that's an area where it's a sharp turn and there's almost no room to get up to speed. And this car does not have a hard time getting up to speed. Just I don't feel like playing bumper cars today. There might only be like a 2-liter engine in this car, but it still has quite a bit of get up and go, especially if I throw it into sport mode coming off the ramps and onto the interstate. I usually can match the speed or then some coming onto the interstate, and I can just go. Not there. If I was going 35, I was lucky. That Tesla was from Washington, D.C. I wouldn't mind owning a Tesla, but they would have to have better range than what they do right now. Especially when this can get on a single tank of gas, and that's only like 14 gallons. I can go a little over 500 miles with this car. Um, when Kurt and I did the trip up to Geneva, New York, the other week, um, that was an almost 200-mile one-way trip, and I still had gas when I got home. So I love Teslas. I love the way they look. I just wish they lasted longer. They could get the kind of range my car gets, I'd be all for it. Because I like the idea and the convenience of just being able to charge it at your house. It's still costing money either way to either charge it or to gas up, but from what I saw, the costs are less for charging versus fuel. Especially right now with gas at almost $4 a gallon again. Now we get to go down this real long hill. You saw me come up earlier. It says it's only 6% over 2 miles, which it's probably about right. This hill's 2 miles long. I'd say the 6% is probably about right too, because it's really not that steep of a hill. I usually don't have to use the brakes at all going down it, so it's usually not terrible. I just left it roll for y'all to be able to appreciate the beauty of the Pennsylvania mountains. This is still part of Schuylkill County. It's the northern part. It's almost back to my county, which is Northumberland County. Um, Northumberland County, minus the eastern part, closest to like Schuylkill and Columbia County. Northumberland, for the most part, is less mountainous than most of the rest of the counties up this way. Um, Basically, all along the Schuylkill County line and the Columbia County line, it's more mountainous through there. But once you go to the western part and the northern part, it's flatter, more farmland, and also more towns and stuff like that too. There's still some towns out on the eastern side here where I live. We still have Shamokin, Mount Carmel, Elysburg, Coltmont. There's still towns, and between all those plus Cole Township that surrounds Shamokin, there's still like 40,000 people that live in the area, but it's not like the rest of the county. The rest of the county has the other like almost 60,000. Not this hill coming up, but the next one coming out of Lavelle. The top of that hill is where it switches over from Schuylkill to Northumberland County. This hill is just to get into Lavelle, which is just a little tiny town, nothing special. There's not many people that live here either. If anyone ever comes through Lavelle, just make sure that you're not speeding. Cops in Lavelle love to pull you over for speeding. I've heard a lot of people have told me about getting pulled over through here. I've never once seen any cops sitting anywhere, but that don't mean they're not there. I guess after I get to the top of the mountain, I'll stop the video for now. Because from there home, there really isn't much to see. It's primarily flat, and there's not really much in the way of mountains or anything like that, or views. Alright, so that was that. I just got home. Ride wasn't terrible. It's basically just 309, 81, and 901 to get to and from the Lehigh Valley Zoo. It's pretty straightforward. It's about like a little over an hour and a half to and from. So 3 hour round trip, really not terrible. Today was a good day. All right, so just got home. Good day. hour and a half each way, so not terrible. Basically just 901, 81, and 309, and you're there. There's really not much to the trip to and from the Lehigh Valley Zoo, from my house anyhow. Person you saw with me was my sister Denise. She might be in some of the vlogs every once in a while, if she tags along for any of them. I know she shows interest in wanting to go up to like New York City and stuff like that, which I am definitely not against doing, because I love going up to New York City, and it's been like 3 years since I've been there. Right before COVID hit was actually the last time I was there. It was February of 2020. I went with a couple friends, and we spent the day roaming around Manhattan. We parked in New Jersey and took the ferry over to Statue of Liberty, Ellis Island, and then over to Battery Park. So I wouldn't mind doing something like that again. And it'd actually be kind of neat to be able to document it with this now that I'm doing this, instead of just pictures. I do have a whole album of photos from the trip in 2020. If anybody would like to see some of those, or if you have any of, if you follow me on Facebook on my photography page and you see um, any of the videos that you see on there, not videos, photo albums, if you would like to see those turn into a photo montage and put on here, let me know and I'll do that. It's really not overly difficult to do that. So if anybody wants more photo montages, or if you want less photo montages, whatever, leave a comment below and let me know what you think on today's video. Today was a little bit different. I did not go to any lakes or anything like that afterwards. I was going to go to Leaser Lake, but we got hit with a severe thunderstorm warning, so there was no going there because I was not getting soaked. That, and at the zoo, I was just about getting eaten alive by flies. So there's that. So thanks for tuning in. I got to go in, and I guess I'll start working on pictures and doing all that kind of good stuff to get this up on YouTube. Thanks for watching, everybody.